Only tonight, Duluth residents now have more opportunities to park downtown with a brand new ramp on the hillside. Essentia partnered with the City of Duluth to open up the new Hillside Parking Ramp that's public along the corner of East 1st Street and North 4th Avenue East. Now, city leaders joined Essentia for the ribbon cutting today to celebrate the addition. The new public parking area is near Essentia's St. Mary's 1st Street building, meant for Essentia visitors, patients, and staff.
A hospital is always the cornerstone of a community, and access to that hospital matters. With this ramp, we are removing barriers, improving safety, and creating a smoother, more welcoming experience for everyone that walks through those doors.
The new ramp is also known as a secured facility, meaning there's an added layer of protection for users by punching an electronic code to enter. Users can pay when entering the ramp or ahead of time via the app.